Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of my podcast, I guess. Today I'm going to be talking about the next the next couple weeks and stuff of the off season. It's going to be a little bit hard. I mean, we've got to make a lot of cap room. I just talked about that in my last video. We talked about how Packers are in some cap trouble, and these are I've got five guys that everyone's really talking about that could be off the team next year, um, just because of cap issues. I'm trying to get back on the zero mark and get into a position where we can actually, have a season. Um, Preston Smith is probably the big guy everybody's talking about. He's getting paid a lot of money. I mean, he's if you look over here, he is number fifth and number five in outside linebackers when it comes to money, to how much he's being paid. Which he's not a top five guy. I mean, I think that's what it means. Don't quote me on that. But he is the fourth highest paid Packer this year, and he's not producing as well as we need him to be. And for that, I feel like he's probably the number one guy. He's gonna get cut, traded, released. I don't really know, but he's gone next year. I love Preston Smith. I used to watch him back when he was on the Washington football team. But I love the guy, but he's gone after this season. There's nothing else to say about it. The next guy people talk about is Christian Kirksey. Thing is, he's actually not getting paid a whole lot of money. I don't think he's going to be cut. I actually think he's going to stick around another year. I feel like we're going to actually use him as a rotational guy to help out Chris Barnes and Kawan Barton. I feel like he is actually going to be a good number three option at the middle linebacker position. Because if you watch the Packers, we run a 3-4 defense. We usually have two middle linebackers. Sometimes we'll throw in like a safety or like a quarterback to fill in that position. But I feel like he's going to be a great rotational guy. Maybe if we restructured his contract to where he wasn't being paid as much, or he took a little bit of a pay cut, I feel like this would just make a lot more sense because Christian Kirksey wasn't bad. I mean, yeah, he did miss a few plays. He kind of overstepped a few times, but he's a good player. It's just he's not he's not good enough at this point. So I feel like he could stay around for another year, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's cut. Okay, the third guy I want to talk about today is Rick Wagner. I mean, he's gone. I don't know what to say about it. Our offensive line got exposed in the NFC Championship. I've I've got no way to get around it. He's gone. I wish him the best. Good luck, sir, but you're gone. The fourth guy is Devin Funchess. We didn't even see him play. I mean, you look at Devin Funchess, okay? He's not being paid a whole lot, okay? He opted out last season, and before that he was injured a bunch. So we can't really look at Devin Funchess and kind of assume what he's gonna do because we have no idea what he's gonna do. I I wouldn't be surprised if we keep him around just to come in as like a fifth string receiver, a rotational guy that can come in on like second and long, second and short, just to kind of give somebody like Devontae or Alan Lazard a break. Um, I really don't see Devin Funches going anywhere, but I wouldn't be surprised if we cut him. But I'm definitely fine with keeping him around for this year. Um, I was actually really excited when we signed him, and then he opted out, and I was like, dang it. But I'm really excited to see what this Packers offense is like next year. And the fifth and final guy is Dean Lowry. I mean, there's no getting around it either. I mean, Dean Lowry's gone. I mean, there is no way we are keeping him after this season. We we gave him a pretty good chance. Okay, we've had him for a while now, and he's just kind of been there. He hasn't done anything amazing. He hasn't really produced a whole lot, and he's just going to be a cap casualty. Like, there's no getting around it. He's gone. I mean, I enjoyed watching him play. I always wish the best out of these players, but he's gone after this year. I mean, that's it to say about him. He just hasn't produced like we needed him to, and now we would kind of have to look past the guys on the team like Kiki Kingsley. We're gonna have to look past those guys and try to build for the future and also play for the now. So I feel like Dean Lowry's gone. We're gonna have to replace him. I think we're gonna look towards the draft with that. I mean, unless we somehow pull out J.J. Watt from the free agency pool, but I don't see that happening. So, Dean Lowry, I hope the best of you. I wish the best for you. But yeah, he's gone. And with that being said, that concludes today's episode of the podcast. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button, subscribe. It greatly helps us out the channel. And I'm going to be trying posting 3 to 5 times a week of Packers or NFL content. So if you guys want to see that, hit that subscribe button, click that little bell. I'll see you guys in the next one.